Through the middle of the 20th century, the economy increased rather significantly. In fact, through indirect measures, the government has tried to promote economic stability and private enterprise. This bears fruit. Nevertheless, as the growth rate decreased in the following decades, inequality and unemployment rose dramatically. In this video, we'll see how the economy of Colombia is doing, why it is a business and export hub, why it is an investment attraction, and what challenges are there. With some of its territories falling under North America, the Republic of Colombia is a transcontinental nation mostly situated in the northwest of the continent of South America. Geographers refer to Colombia as the gateway to South America. This is because it shares boundaries with the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, two significant waterways, and also because it serves as a link between the countries of the north and south. Due to its proximity to the Panama Canal and the variety of ports it possesses along the oceanic coast, Colombia is strategically significant for trade and communications. Seems like it earned its place in the sun. Also, large mineral and energy resources exist there and are being investigated and utilized for commercial gain. It's now the biggest foreign supplier of coal to the United States, with estimated potential oil reserves of about 47 billion barrels. The United States' 11th largest oil supplier is Colombia. According to official figures from the World Bank, Colombia's GDP was valued at $343.94 billion in 2022. Its GDP makes up 0.15% of the global economy. Its GDP is expected to rise at a quicker rate than those of markets like Brazil, Mexico, and Argentina during the next 5 years. Colombia is riding high. Furthermore, Colombia, the third largest nation in Latin America, offers a desirable domestic market with over 52 million people. Its population is disproportionately younger, which has helped the home market and labour force. There are several business hubs there, each with a distinct set of industry demands. As a result, there are several business possibilities available to investors throughout. They live up to the expectations. Also, it actively responds to global issues like sustainable development. In this respect, the nation has set out some very specific and aggressive targets, such as a 51% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2030, and zero deforestation rate by 2030, and carbon neutrality by 2050. Investors are receiving unambiguous messages from the nation. For example, it was the first nation in the area to publish a green taxonomy and the first to include the SDGs in a national development plan. Similarly, out of 107 rising nations, Colombia is the leader in the energy transition and the fourth most desirable place to invest in the energy transition. Numerous possibilities for investment in the areas of recycling, electric vehicles, equipment conversion, and the circular economy are made possible by this framework. The nation provides economic prospects in ecotourism, sustainable agriculture, and natural ingredients because of its biodiversity. Colombia is on the crest of a wave right now. If you like this video so far, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Intensive international commerce and economic involvement further bolster its attractiveness to investors. In fact, exports constitute a significant part of the Colombian GDP, averaging around 15%. The entry point for investing into the Americas is Colombia. It's a perfect export platform because of its advantageous location in the middle of the continent, which allows us to quickly connect to any destination in the hemisphere. There are 5 main commercial centers in the country: Cartagena, Medellin, Cali, Barranquilla, and Bogota. It has access to several commercial hubs, each with its own American Chamber of Commerce for US exporters. Unlike many Latin American nations that only have 1 or 2 large cities, they're playing their cards right, no? It's a great place for services exports since it is situated 2 time zones away from all of the continent's main cities. Additionally, Colombian businesses profit from the free trade zone system, which is at the forefront of international trade trends and provides a number of advantages. The significance of Colombia as a regional hub is made clearer when the area is the focus. Because of the active free trade agreement, businesses here enjoy privileged access to 97% of the Americas. These nations are home to 1 billion people and account for more than 31% of the global GDP. Fat chance. Not just that, Colombia is a significant business hub. The nation's extensive business network aids in the growth of businesses. This ensures the possibility of locating partners and consumers as well as a dependable supply chain. Moreover, the Colombian innovation ecosystem has 1,110 startups that function across 26 industries. It seems Colombia is top dog when it comes to business attractiveness. Moreover, the nation draws a sizable, youthful, and urban workforce and provides favourable business environments. The workforce there is notable for its dedication and range of training. These benefits have prompted international businesses to put their faith and money in Colombia. In addition, the nation provides incentives in a number of industries to encourage and facilitate foreign investment there, along with infrastructure for the entry of international businesses such as the single investment window. Actually, among OECD countries, it provides one of the lowest levels of tax revenues. It's a slam dunk. Colombia's great potential for producing energy from non-conventional sources has allowed it to take the lead in the region's energy revolution. The amount of sunshine, wind, water, biomass, and geothermal resources that are available to manufacture low-emission hydrogen is more than the global average. Because of its nutrient-rich land, climate, range of thermal floods, year-round agricultural product supply, and sizable market, it's positioned as one of the region's agri-food powerhouses, offering numerous investment opportunities in industries like cocoa, fresh fruit, and packaged food, among others. Such a golden opportunity for investors. It also presents an excellent site for manufacturing output because of its low prices for labour, raw materials, distribution, and production components. Similarly, the nation is a prime location for the growth of companies engaged in the provision of knowledge-based services due to its governmental policies supporting digital transformation and luring investment in technology and value-added services. It's like a license to print money for Colombia. Despite such economic success, some issues continue to be a headache there. Over the past 7 decades, Colombia has seen tremendous urbanization. Since over 50 years, the urban population has been increasing while the rural population has seen tremendous decrease. Although cities are the primary drivers of Colombia's economic growth, the country's rapid urbanization has also brought about a number of challenges, such as the emergence of informal settlements, a large number of households experiencing a housing deficit in terms of quantity and quality, inequality, insecurity, and high pollution levels. Urbanization is moving the goalposts there. Colombia has made several attempts to raise the standard of urbanization and turn cities into a vital component of the nation's process of socio-economic growth. The most recent example of a series of urban policies to render the urbanization process conducive to satisfying people's needs and sustaining economic development while maintaining environmental sustainability is the current National Urban Policy, the national policy for the consolidation of the system of cities, hereinafter System of Cities, which was adopted in 2014. But raising the standard of urbanization is a long-term process that calls for constant policy changes. Luckily, the government there isn't adopting an ostrich strategy. In addition to this, the Colombian economy faces numerous security challenges. Domestic policy has been centered on carrying out the peace agreement since 2016, which is an extremely difficult task. It is hoped that long-lasting political and social harmony may be established there. The increasing violence directed at social leaders and those advocating for human rights, social justice, and environmental conservation is one reason to be concerned. It seems like the costs of insecurity and violence spiral out of control. In 2023, security will remain one of the major issues influencing public perception and confidence in the private sector. Complexity of both urban and rural insecurity, challenges in negotiating with armed groups, and the government's relationship with the military forces will be the government's main challenges going forward. In fact, more than 450,000 homicides were documented in Colombia's armed conflict between 1985 and 2018, as well as more than 120,000 recorded as having disappeared. Managing the COVID-19 pandemic's effects and handling Colombia's sizable refugee and internally displaced population are two of the nation's biggest difficulties. Data from the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, for 2022 indicates that there are 8.5 million people who have been internally displaced due to violence. In addition, there are currently 2.5 million refugees from Venezuela, a neighbouring country, who are most likely to stay there forever. Gustavo Petro was chosen as Colombia's first left-leaning president in June 2022. Petro has put his shoulders on the wheel. He is under a great deal of pressure to live up to the high expectations that others have of him. Petro's relationship with the military will be closely watched, since the military ranks are expected to become uneasy due to the government's emphasis on reshaping the military career and eliminating suspected corruption inside the institution. Despite so many successes, Colombia still has significant structural problems, such as high rates of inequality, slow economic development, and significant debt. Some of these problems are addressed by recent reforms, but more work is required to manage these changes while meeting the needs for social and budgetary consolidation. Otherwise, this success story will be nothing but a Pyrrhic victory. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to receive more content. See you in the next video.